So we are doing, like I said, feeling a bit sick. So forgive me if you hear lots of coughing. As I was saying, so we're gonna do a little bit of catch up. We're gonna be doing the 21st and the 22nd. 21st is Treasure. So let's go into Treasure. Oh, and speaking of cameras, check out this cool camera I got. Oh, yep. As noted on my Instagram and my Twitter, I caved in and I bought the two other refractors. Yeah, it transforms into a giant brick, I know, but man, I love it. Oh, I just love it so much. I love Transformers that aren't just cars and jets, but you know, zany kind of weird stuff. But yeah, might do a video of that about that later on the YouTube channel. But let's stay on topic for today, shall we? I notice on the YouTube camera, maybe it's the light from above, but it's kind of like flipping out. Like it's not sure how it wants to, it's not sure like how it wants to stay in focus. So treasure. There are a lot of weird things people consider treasure. Because a treasure is only as valuable as the wealth you give it. Different people have different ideas of what's treasure. Now sing with me. All I want for Christmas is my two front teeth. My two front teeth. My two front teeth. I think I mentioned excuse me. I think I mentioned in the video for Frail about the unique Tooth Fairy design that was done for the Guardians. How she was more of a hummingbird than just a typical fairy. I think it was that video I mentioned it, and I still stand by that being a really, really cool design. It's a little simple, it's different. It's different, but it's also very cool because whenever we imagine fairies of any type, they move in movies like hummingbirds. They can fly in any direction they want. They can fly forward and backwards and etc. So it was kind of interesting to see that just utilized. Now I'm not saying this is the Tooth Fairy. This is not the Tooth Fairy. Let's call this gentleman Elvin. This is Elvin. Elvin has a hobby. Some people collect stamps. Some people, they begin to hoard old newspapers. But Elvin has a specific taste in what he likes to collect. Now, he wasn't a tooth collector. But does anyone remember? I'm sure a lot of you remember. Was it Cousin Fred? I think it was Cousin Fred from Courage the Cowardly Dog. Like, he was actually a nice guy, just very, very odd. He was obsessed with hair, though. He loved cutting hair. But he had a big teethy grin while he did it. They say that among the most common nightmares are the ones where your teeth are falling out. And there's a lot of people who have different reasons. They all have ideas and notions as to why so many people have that particular type of dream. Now, I had it when I had braces. In my dream, the teeth weren't falling out. It was more like they were shedding. So my mouth was filled with like little enamel chips. So like they were crumbling. In my case, my teeth were crumbling in my nightmare. But once again, that was when I had braces. It was like such on the nose kind of thing, because it was always in my mind, just the pain of dealing with braces and everything like that. Hey, it was worth it in the end. It's funny, I'm doing all this cross-hatching here, but I am going to go back and add blood splatter, which is probably going to end up covering half this cross-hatching. All right, treasure. My precious. I was tempted to do a nice golem or Shmigo, whatever you want to call him. This is the 21st. It is treasure. So for Ghost, I'll guarantee you right now, I'm not gonna draw a couple making pottery. I guarantee you, someone's gonna draw a couple making pottery, and someone's gonna draw someone being left alone in the middle of the street with a bouquet of flowers. Someone's been ghosted, and someone's being romantically ghosted. Watch, someone out there is gonna do it. I'm going to do something a little weird. Have I ever mentioned how I like the water, but I'm terrified of large creatures in the water? And if you ever came across a ghost shark, which sounds like a bad sci-fi channel video, I mean, that sounds like something that would just be terrifying. It's the Curse of Jabberjaw. You know, a ghost shark definitely sounds more like a Hanna-Barbera character. Yeah, like a Scooby-Doo villain. A while back, I was looking through my DC Thesaurus, which by now is of course horribly out of date with all the reboots and everything, but anyway. And I believe, if I remember it correctly, there was, and technically should still be, a group of characters who basically they're military characters. They're in like the heyday in which DC Comics kind of leaned more towards cowboys and military stuff, etc., etc. But the reason I mention them is because they basically, the idea was that it was always, I think, a different group of military guys, or maybe the same group, I don't know. But they were, when in need, this tank would just appear to aid them. So what it is basically a ghost tank that appears when like soldiers are in need, and it's, I don't know if it's like possessed by an old military soldier or what, but just the idea of like this tank just showing up out of nowhere in a comic, it's kind of fun. It's kind of like oh crap, I forget his first name, but the street, there's a living street in DC Comics, and it's not a ghost, it's like an actual like living sentient piece of concrete that shows up and like gives shelter to those in need. And I always thought that was pretty cool too. It's kind of a MacGuffin having to show up and help you, but still, it's kind of cool. Ghost Shark, da-na-na-na-na-na-na, Ghost Shark. It needs to have like a weird 70s kind of theme song to it. And put a buoy out there to indicate that he's pretty damn close to shore. Maybe a bit too close for comfort. Yeah, I think we're good. Boom. Ghost Shark. He's a friend to all. Ghost Shark. All right. Ghost. Boom. All right, 2 done. We got our Ghost Shark. And as always, these videos are going to be up on Instagram for 24 hours. Then I'm going to edit them and stick them on YouTube. So if you ever miss a video, check out my YouTube channel and check out the other stuff I have there as well. Thank you everyone for joining me. As always, like, favorite, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And I'll see all of you in the future. Later.